Welcome to my tarot card reading for the month of November 2014. Earth signs: Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Let's start with a brief introduction, general reading for every single Earth sign. Let's first of all look that we have 3 cards upside down, 3 cards upside down, and 2 upside down. Of all this here, 8 out of 9 are upside down. So this is what is known as osogbo, or challenges during the month of November, difficulties or obstacles that you might encounter during the month of November. That's more or less what the tarot are letting us know. The fact that this is also upside down is letting know that there's going to be a very introspective inclination for every single Earth sign during the month of November. Introspection, a lot of thinking, a lot of analysis, a tendency to go and hide within yourself. That kind of dynamic is the one that we're going to start seeing during the month of November. Now, when we look at these tarot cards here, we start seeing a very interesting dynamic where things are going to start changing for Earth signs. Many things are going to start coming to an end. Some cases it could mean that the end of contracts, relationships, associations, partnerships, ventures, all this kind of stuff might come to an end, or they might stagnate, they might get stuck, or the movement or the dynamic starts slowing down. That's the kind of dynamic that we're going to start seeing. Some degree of independence, breaking off from something that we depended before, and changes in dynamic of our schema, our criteria, how we see and understand the world. That's the kind of dynamic that we're going to start seeing. We have Jupiter, Aries here, and the card that represents Aquarius, Air, Uranus, Scorpio, Moon, Pisces. Therefore, what we're going to start seeing is really abrupt changes, quick, sudden changes. We might feel, Earth signs, you might feel a little bit susceptible, sensitive, or very sensitive. You might take everything personal during this time of the year, or you might feel very on the aggressive mode, very aggressive, very assertive. You might feel that way also. Changes, quick sudden changes, I think that I mentioned that already. We're going to start seeing all that stuff. My best advice, this is the best time for you to seek solace in things that require meditation, maybe at a park all by yourself. This is the kind of dynamic that you need for shielding, if that's the best expression, through this month of November 2014. Now let's go and have a view for each sign. Welcome to my tarot card reading for the month of November 2014. Earth signs: Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. We have Iku, the Hierophant or the Pope, Saint Margaret, and the Devil, and the 9 of Cups representing the Moon, and Pisces. This is your reading, Taurus. What we have here is Iku, and in Yoruba religion, Iku is an entity that brings death. That's his job. It's like the angel of death. And it doesn't matter if it is upside down or not. For me, it always means the very same stuff: death. Now, it could mean death literally speaking. It could be death in a very symbolical way, meaning that something dies up, something comes to an end. And the other option is the one that is related with our ancestors. It could be our great, 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 great grandfather or grandmother. Not necessarily our dad, our mom, our grandpa, or our grandma. Okay? It could be anyone from our past, our ancestors. Okay? Anyone. That's the three meanings that I give to this card. In my experience, usually that's how it manifests when it shows up. It doesn't matter the position, up or down. Now, here we have Saint Marguerite, and that represents the devil. The story behind this is that she was swallowed by a dragon, but she was able to come out of the dragon. She opened the dragon with a sword, and she walked out of it. So it's letting us know that Taurus are going to come out of a situation that was kind of tough and difficult. The Hierophant, or the Pope, is letting us know that there is a period that is approaching your life, especially during November, that you are going to split, separate from that you were dependent upon. It could be a relationship, it could be a job, it could be anything, because this card, when it's in this way, is letting us know that there are two people here seeking advice from the Pope. So they depend on his knowledge. It's like when you have a son and a daughter, kids, they grow up and eventually they are mature enough to have their own job, they get married, they walk out of the house, etc., etc., or they just finally get the independence. This is the kind of dynamic that I'm talking about. And what we have here is exactly that. What the tarot cards are saying is something is going to come to an end and is going to liberate you, Taurus. Now, the dynamic could be in a very different ways. It could be that someone dies and you might get an inheritance. That could be good, it could be bad, it depends on you. You could be taking care, you could be the caretaker of someone that is really, really, really ill, sick. And the person dies and you get liberated from this situation. Good or bad, doesn't matter. That's what the tarot cards are talking about. It's the liberation that you're going to be having. And then the other option is that if you take care of your ancestors, they are going to help you to get out of the situation where you are. Okay, that's technically what the tarot cards are saying to you, my dear Taurus. The Moon, Pisces, Nine of Cups, very sensitive you are going to be during this time of the year. You could be sensitive or very intuitive, and a desire to be alone might be very, very accentuated during this time of the year. Okay, so the best thing I can tell you is that seek solace in very quiet places. You might need that to recharge yourself. Okay, that's my best advice for you, Taurus, for November 2014. And don't forget that at the end of this video we have the rising sign, so you can see how this is going to affect you or interact with this reading, this general reading. Okay, welcome to my tarot card reading for the month of November 2014. Earth signs: Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Virgo, this is your reading. First of all, let's notice that all the cards are upside down. Virgo, it's letting us know that you're going to be going through a process that is very introspective in nature. A lot of thinking, a lot of analysis, a lot of brooding. And not surprised, you're a sign that you like details. You need to analyze things very carefully. You need to understand things very, very careful. You are kind of anal in some aspects. And that's the dynamic that we're going to start seeing during the month of November. There's going to be a lot of thinking, a lot of brooding. And we could say that because we have Aries who rules the head. So therefore we could say that you're going to be doing a lot of thinking, a lot of analysis. It's going to be a month with obstacles, challenges for you, my dear Virgo. And that's where we start the dynamic. Because notice that this one is giving the back to this one is giving the back to this one, and Yemaya as well is giving the back to this one. It's like you are walking away from something. Aries is the pioneer, the one that starts everything. It could mean that during the month of November, my dear Virgo, there are projects that you're working on, but you have to postpone them. It's not the right time. You decide that it's not the right time. You're analyzing everything. You start noticing that everything starts getting a little bit stagnant. Things are not moving well. The wheel of fortune, nothing is moving. Things are slowing down. It could be a business or a new product that you are doing, and whatever it is, the project that you're doing. It could be anything, even planning your marriage. You start noticing that things are not working and it's not the right time to do it, and you decide to walk away. Okay, that's the kind of dynamic that we're going to start seeing during the month of November. Then the other way around is that you might start experiencing some kind of stagnation or slow down in your life, and you decide to start a new project, something different, something new, in order to make ends meet. It could be that the thing is that you start a project with the purpose to get out of this dynamic. The only thing that I'm going to tell you, if you do so, just be aware that it's going to be very, very up the hill. You are going to find a lot of obstacles, and it's not going to be a very easy fight during the month of November, my dear Virgo. Okay? Keep in mind, my dear Virgo, that at the end of this video we have the rising sign, so you can see how you're going to interact during the month of November with your rising sign according to this general reading. Okay? Welcome to my tarot card reading for the month of November 2014. Earth signs: Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Capricorn, this is your reading. We have Babalu, we have Justice, we have the Four of Cups, and the Fool, representing Aquarius, the air element, Uranus, and Scorpio. Let's start with the Fool, especially this one. This one, notice that we have the I Ching, and we have different types of oracles here. It seems like we have shells, seashells, runes, whatever it is. We have a lot of oracles in this area. Not only that, we also, at least when I look at this card, it makes me remember the maxim that says it is above is below and vice versa, and it is as it is inside, it is outside, and vice versa. We are a reflection of the world, of the universe. We are a microcosm, and we project also everything outward. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. It's kind of philosophical, but the thing is, that's the dynamic that we're starting seeing here. And then we have Aquarius, Uranus, Scorpio. We're going to start seeing Capricorn quick, sudden changes. It could be abrupt changes in your life during the month of November. What is propitiating this? It could be many things. It could be that you're not satisfied, you want to evolve, you want to grow. It could be many things. The thing is that nature, the world, the universe, God, whatever it is, might push you into that direction of quick, sudden changes, or you could be the one that is initiating the changes. Either way, they are changes. But they're quick, sudden, unexpected changes. Okay. Now we have here the Four of Cups, where we have the Saint Gabriel. I think that we know this story when Gabriel gives the message that Mary is going to have a baby, Jesus. We know that story. We don't have to talk a lot about that. Then we have the Justice, and Justice is all about creating schemas. It's about creating our own criteria on how to interpret the world that we live in. What it seems fair, what seems not fair, and what is okay. Technically, that's the main thing behind this. But now we are seeing that the whole world is changing. The criteria, our schemas are changing. There's a reorganization of thoughts and criteria. Let's do it like that. And then we have Babalu, the one that causes diseases. So independently how it comes out, upside down or not, for me it always means a disease. The only difference is that this, when it's upside down, might also mean a hospitalization or a sickness, ailment that is a little bit more chronic or more serious. Okay? And now, keeping that in mind, what we have here is very simple, my dears, Capricorn. During the month of November, you're going to get news. You are going to get a message that is going to change the whole dynamic of your game, of your life. It could be boyfriend, spouse, girlfriend, whatever it is, might be cheating on you. And that changed the whole dynamic, your criteria, how you see and understand everything. It could be the other way around. It necessarily means something bad. It could be something good. It might be that your partner in life did something good and it changed how you see and how you perceive that person now. Now you see that person with different eyes. The thing is that you receive a message. It could be that you're working and at your job, you find out something, someone tells you something, you find a paper, a letter, whatever it is, there is a message that is going to change the dynamic. It could be that you hear or overheard that the company is shutting down or is going to fire or lay off this and that, or is shutting down a department or whatever it is. The thing is that you get to know something by a message, be it letter, could be verbal, written, oral, whatever it is. There is a message that you receive that is going to change the dynamic in your life. It's going to change your perspectives, your criteria, your schema. If it is a disease that you have acquired or you went through heart surgery, for example, whatever it is that health-wise is going to change the perception that you have about what you eat, how you eat, and your perception of what is healthy is going to change. This is the kind of stuff that I'm talking about, okay? It's a message, something that is going to change the dynamic of your life, okay? I hope that you understand what I'm trying to say, because this is what the dynamic that we're going to have during the month of November for you, Capricorn 2014. Don't forget that at the end of the video I have the rising sign, so you will be able to look at this, hear this, and compare how you're going to react or how things are going to manifest, evolve, or unfold according to your rising sign. Okay? Welcome to my tarot card reading for the month of November 2014, Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. This is the rising sign. I hope that you listen to the general reading, because now this is going to make a little bit more sense for you if you know your rising sign. If you don't, you can email me. The only thing that you need is your birth date, the time of your birth, and where you were born. Okay? If you're in Aries, my dear earth signs, what we have here is the Hangman. It's letting us know that the whole dynamic that you're going to see and experience during November 2014 14 is going to put your life or whatever it is into a hold. Everything is going to stop. There's going to be a pause in your life. There's going to be a lot of thinking, a lot of analysis as well. But at the same time, there is a loss involved in the dynamic. And probably that's why you're thinking and analyzing, because you have to give up something in order to get something else. Okay? If your rising sign is Taurus, my dear earth signs, we have two earths, so the emphasis is very strong. You're very identified with the good things that life has to offer, going to a restaurant, going out, have drinks, buying nice clothing. There's nothing wrong with that, but you identify with all this kind of stuff because you are an earth sign and you are meant to enjoy this kind of stuff. But the dynamic that is going to ensue during the month of November might make you feel a little bit uncomfortable, to the point that you might not dream well. You might have insomnia. You might be very anguished, concerned because of the dynamic. Even if you know that you're coming out of the woods of the storm, my dear Taurus, still you are very concerned, you're very worried. Okay? The same thing with you, Virgo. You're going to be very concerned, very concerned. Capricorn, the same thing. Now, if you are Gemini, the dynamic is going to push you into spending. You are going to be in a spending spree. You're going to be investing money, maybe because you think that investing money is going to save you and help you deal with that situation that you are confronting during the month of November. If your rising sign is Cancer, my dear earth signs, what we are going to start seeing is two things. First, introspection, a lot of thinking, and then another one is isolation. You're going to run and hide in a place that is going to make you feel very comfortable. Okay? And Onyx, that's my cat. And then you have that situation, your rising sign is Cancer. Okay? If you're going to do that, I just advise you just be very careful that in a negative way that might turn into depression if you're stuck in thinking the same stuff over and over. But in a good way, it could be really great because it could give you the time that you need to think through everything. If your rising sign is Leo, my dear earth signs, you're going to feel like the whole world collapsed and you're carrying the world in your back. You're going to feel very overwhelmed. I think that's the best word that can describe the feeling. Even if you know, Taurus, that you're coming out of the situation, you're still going to feel overwhelmed. It's a very tough, probably it was a very tough experience, and you're going to feel like that. The same thing with you, Virgo. All this dynamic is going to make you feel like that. Capricorn, the same way. If your rising sign is Virgo, my dear earth signs, what we're going to start seeing is that you might be involved in some kind of project. It's something new, something that you don't have a lot of experience, but you might be enjoying that experience, that new momentum in your life. Okay? It could be a trip. It could be a trip. It could be a cruise. It's a new project, something new, and that's how you're going to deal with it. Okay? And it feels like it's the first time that you're going to be doing that. Or you feel like it is the first time. Now, if your rising sign is Libra, the world, the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, your spiritual guides are pushing you into action, technically speaking. And because you don't want to take side, this is going to make you very frustrated to the point that you might be very irritable. You might feel a little bit jealous sometimes, and you might be prone to quarrels, arguments, fights along that line. Okay? If your rising sign is a Scorpio, my dear earth signs, my best advice is take a deep breath, relax, because all this dynamic might affect your performance at your workplace. So be very careful, okay? That's my best advice I can give you, my dear earth signs. If your rising sign is Sagittarius, my dear earth signs, all this situation that you're going to be experiencing is going to affect you financially. So keep that in mind. Try to have a plan. Try to save a little bit of money or whatever you need to do, because if you're a Sagittarius, this is going to affect you financially, okay? If your rising sign is Capricorn, my dear earth signs, you're going to be in the defensive mode. You're going to be like a little bit paranoid, okay? A little bit paranoid regarding everything and everyone. You're not going to trust anyone or anything. You're going to have doubts about intentions and everything. That could be because you are not satisfied with the current situation that you have. And probably that's why, if you're Capricorn with Capricorn, that's probably why there are changes in dynamics in your work, household, house, home, whatever it is that is triggering that. The same thing with you, Taurus and Virgo. You're going to be a little bit paranoid. You're going to be very defensive, like I said before. You're going to doubt about everyone's intention, and I don't blame you, Taurus, if you feel like that, because you were in a situation and you are just coming out of it. It could be even a bankruptcy, okay? Okay, now, my dear earth signs, if your rising sign is Aquarius, what we have here is again an isolation, the moon representing Cancer. Therefore we have here an isolation. You might feel a little bit depressive, melancholic along that line, my dear earth signs, during the month of November. But it's all this dynamic that is making you feel that way. Use that time to relax, meditate. You might feel very unsatisfied also because of this dynamic. You want to evolve, you want some progress, you want something different in your life, and you might feel frustrated, and that's why you feel like isolating yourself, because you might feel a little bit hopeless. Okay, might make you feel like that. Now, if your rising sign is Pisces, what we have here is that all this dynamic, my dear earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, is going to push you into a different direction in life. You're going to do a search, a soul search. You're going to start looking for answers, my dear earth signs. You're going to start looking for answers. You might start exploring the world of astrology, tarot card readings, yoga, meditation, metaphysics, theosophy, whatever it is. You're going to get involved in spiritual themes, okay? You're going to start reading, searching, asking questions. You are in the quest of finding the truth. All this experience has pushed you into that direction, be it a health problems, a relationship that ended, whatever it is going to push you into that direction, my dear earth signs, with a rising sign in Pisces. And that's what we have for you. I hope that this helps you during the month of November 2014, and till the next one.